Hello everybody and welcome. This is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some journals that I created that I want to do a flip through of and talk to you about. Maybe give you some inspiration. I did a few new things on these journals. I really love how they came out. Then I have a couple supplies, and then I have some items from my newest supplier, Cheri Sawyer. You probably all know and love her from her journals anyway, but I asked her to be a supplier because I'm in love with her style and her creativity. So I'll have some of those items as well. I created 3 junk journals over the past week or so, and I really love how they came out. They are cereal box, double thickness. They're 1.5 inches spine, 2 signatures each. They're each a different size. What else about them? They're stitched, mixed media. I've used painting and mixed media, and as well as collaging. So each one's a little bit different. So let's just start. This is the first one available. This is available in Lindsay's Handmade in my shop. It is a 6x9. Nice and sturdy. It's collaged, so you will see there's Tim Holtz people, wallpaper, scrapbooking, graphics fairy sayings. This is from What He Wore. That's one of my kits. Vintage 1950s paper, nature paper, wallpaper. I mean, there's all sorts of papers. Vintage gift wrap. Then, on top of that, I've added stickles, not stickles, the Nouveau drops. And this is one of the jewel tones, I think. It's a green. So there's some Nouveau drops, as well as some clusters of sequins. And then I also used some paint. And this is a vintage acrylic paint that my grandma gave me a long time ago. I think they're from the 1990s. So I've used that, just kind of grunge it up a little bit in a few places. It was a flesh tan was the color. Inside, it's also collaged. It's wallpaper reinforced on the spine in and out. This is an adhesive lace that I got from In Love Arts. And they have a wonderful website with great items. So they had sent me that last time and I forgot to show it in my haul. So I'm adding it here. Got collaged wallpapers. And then here's a little pocket with some scrapbook paper. This is from Tsunami Rose. Just backed it with some hand-painted paper. Actually, no, that is coffee dye paper. I think I used ground espresso as my main distress ink, or my main ink that I inked. But I've used all different things throughout this journal. So this is Creamy Cranberry Garnet. It's one of my paper packs. This is Wisteria and Roses. And if there was a white border, I painted it. So that's new. I love how it came out. I took that flesh tan acrylic paint and then I sprayed in some Raspberry Cream Tattered Angels Mist. But I didn't mix it. I just kind of used a brush and messily did it. This is Rose Quotes, and then I've added, this is vintage coffee dyed rose book page and washi tape. Wisteria and Hydrangea. This is from Peaceful Poppies, and it is backed with scrapbook paper. This is Perfect Pastels, and this is from Seneca Pond Crafts. Got magazine paper. I painted a little bit on this black paper. This is from Avalon Rose, so that you could write over that with a pen. This is from Frosted Florals, and then I just made a tag. This is from Ink Saver Morris Garden. I made a little snippet here. And then if I had a blank white page, I painted it with that flesh tan and raspberry cream. And then I did a little bit of ground espresso stencil. So there are several of these throughout the journal. It feels kind of buttery, and it's just so pretty to have something totally different like that. It's from my Vintage Tea postcards. This is from What He Wore. This is from Abandoned Beauty. Morris Garden. The little bag in here. Just have some little pieces of ephemera and papers. I've done stenciling. This is a vintage music sheet page, but it was really, really fragile. So it's actually glued on here. So it is much sturdier. This is Script and Lace. This is a stenciled glimmer mist piece of paper I turned into a pocket. And then there's wallpaper. And then this is from Forest Gems. I have some flashcards, playing card, and vintage tea postcards. This is from Vintage Image Club. You want to grab that now while it's on sale. It's normally $90 to join. It is only $15, and that's just a one-time payment. So you might want to grab that while you can. Lots of painted pages. Vintage 1950s coffee-dyed paper. Got some tags in here. This is from Calico Collage. Frosted florals. Got some Happy Mail snippets in here. More Happy Mail. Put some washi on the edge of this page. More Happy Mail, and then vintage. Perfect Pastels. Vintage Image Club. Wisteria Hydrangea. And then I think we're going back through pretty much what I've said. This is Louise Henzel. Digital Collage Club. Vintage tea postcards. I just ripped it and inked it. And then the second signature, we have Morris Garden. Book pages, Creamy Cranberry Garnet, Clover and Buttercups. Those are all mine. Yvette, she made this little grungy snippet. She's one of my suppliers. She sent that to me. So pretty. I added it in here. We have a coffee dyed doily from Joanne. This is just a little vintage bird book page flip. This is from Terrific Times. Stationery with a little cluster. Morris Garden. Little ephemera pieces. This is all painted and stenciled. This is just tan copy paper that's been stenciled. This is from Forest Gems, and I turned it into like a giant stamp. We have scrapbook paper, little goodies. This is a wallpaper page. Little tag, Happy Mail tag. Book page and some die cuts. More painted pages. I think this is TLC Creates Vintage. I think that's from Paulette. Little flashcard that I painted around. And then it's also all collaged here on the back. So, this one's called Beauty and Grace. And then this one, I think this is a 6x8 size. Again, it's all collaged, a little bit of that paint. I have a fabric tie on this. Also the Nuvo drops, the sequins, and then there's also some glitter, thanks to Vicky for sending me a whole bunch of glitter. And I just used some white glue and water, and then I painted it on, and I sprinkled the glitter over that and then tapped it off. So there's a green glitter in some parts there. Collaged all on the inside. Wallpaper, washi tape. I made a little pocket here with a textured tag. This is from My Porch Prints. This is Brightly Inked Florals. It's one of my paper packs. This is from Yellow Roses. Vintage tea postcards from Vintage Image Club. I made a little flip. This is from Limberlost and Brightly Inked Florals. Got a vintage book page, a Project Life card, a Happy Mail tag. This is from Yvette as well. I have a stenciled pocket here. Some lined paper, coloring book page. Again, I've painted any blank sides with the same colors. This is from Yellow Roses. This is from Limberlost. I made a little cluster. This is from Yellow Roses. Joanne made this little page topper with this bunny. This is hand-painted paper. Frosted Florals, Yellow Roses, Brightly Inked Florals, hand-painted with a sticker. stenciled Tsunami Rose. Made a pocket here. Actually, this pocket's from Joanne. I just stitched it and added a button. And hopefully I didn't glue in my ephemera. There's a tag and a vintage book page. Hand-painted paper. Happy Mail pocket. This is Limberlost. Yellow Roses Limberlost. Victoria Designs. This is a journal card I made from a piece of scrapbook paper and some vintage roses that have been printed on some cardstock. That would be a great place to put a photo. And this is from Country at Heart 2008. Happy Mail tag, brightly inked florals, Limberlost. I used that same glue and glitter effect on this butterfly, but the little envelope is from Victoria Designs, and then this is my Porch Prints. Brightly inked florals. This is from a vintage bird book, and I backed it with some scrapbook paper, stitched around it. Some stickers. This is a cardstock and hand-painted tag. This is from Sweet Summertime. It's one of my paper packs. From Yellow Roses. Brightly inked florals. Made a tag and then cut out some vintage roses from Creative Fabrica. Some distress ink, that's chipped sapphire. And I put that on a Project Life card with some stickers. Hand-painted paper. Dragonfly sticker. Music paper. This is from my Ink Saver Insect Garden paper pack. This is one of the background pages. Little stamp, Tsunami Rose, crossword puzzle. This is from the Vintage Image Club tea postcards. This is from Vintage Image Club as well. It's embroidery lessons, and then I just painted on that a little bit. And this is from Christy Art Design on Etsy. And then we have the other side to all of that. I made a cluster. This, I think, is from, it might be from Digital Collage Club, I'm not sure. Shabby Dabby Duda. I have a bunch of these for sale in my shop in sets of 10, or I think they're sets of 10. These are little plant identification cards, and you can get them in my supply section. Little tuck. And then the back is all collaged as well. So much fun to make these. A lot of work, but so much fun. Then this one's a little 5x7. Again, all collaged. The centerpiece is this beautiful bird from Paulette. And then it's glittered. There's Nuvo Drop sequins. It's kind of painted. And then I used ribbon to tie in the two signatures, and I tied the bows on the outside and added a little bit of hot glue so that they would stay put. Collaged on the inside as well. A little flashcard tuck spot and a stamped butterfly cardstock tag. Some book pages, and this is from Paulette as well. Little text spot and wallpaper, ephemera, Digital Curio, Victoria Designs, that's from Paulette. I used my Brother Scan and Cut to cut out this little flower, and I used washi tape and a Tim Holtz word. Little clusters, Where Flowers Bloom, So Does Hope. This is Graphics Fairy. Digital Curio, Digital Curio. Victoria Design. So here's the ribbon holding it in. Ode to the Hydrangea. I got that out of a book. Paulette. Avalon Rose. Can't really name everything, but I'm trying. Vintage Image Club. Victoria Designs. Love the vintage black and white book pages. There's another bird journal card. Lots pretty vintage hummingbirds. Those are from a book. Joanne made this pocket and this little pouch. And then this is just a label, stationery, a little bag with a playing card and a little ephemera piece. Some stickers, a tag. These are from My Porch Prints. This is vintage coffee dyed paper. That's from My Porch Prints too. Hand painted paper, Victoria Designs, My Porch Prints. The other side of the bag has a little bird journal card backed with scrapbook paper. Vintage bird book page. Handmade by Lindsay. I've got my little card in there. And then collaged on the back as well. This one does not have a tie because I really wanted these ribbons to stand out. But those are the journals I made. I hope you enjoyed them and were inspired. I have a few other things. I made 2 sets of these wallpaper pouches. So these are a good size wallpaper pouch. So here's one set. You get a floral and a stripe. They're stitched with these beautiful circles. That's how it's closed. And then there is a texture paste used on a stencil here. And then inside, there's ephemera. So I have ephemera. These are all Vintage Image Club. They're printed onto cardstock. These are also Vintage Image Club ephemera pieces that are going to be used in the September challenge. So if you don't have Vintage Image Club, it's required. But if you purchase these, you could use these instead, and then you wouldn't have to purchase that. But this is from Household Management, and these are from Extracts and Spices. And then, of course, you can store whatever you want in the pouch. And then this pouch has some Vintage Tea postcards. Different ones, and then also vintage beverage trading cards. They're all on cardstock. And then the second set is very similar. So it'll be quantity 2, and then you will get a random set. And then I have 1 set of flower appliques. So these are great for the fronts of your journals. Just different colors and sizes. Only 1 set of those. I obviously didn't get enough. And then my mother-in-law, Connie, has a few dangles. So here's some really pretty blue and green ones. There's some on safety pins and some on bulb pins. Really pretty blue and green set. Then there's a really pretty, like, cream and gold set. And a really pretty pink and purple set. So those are all in Connie's Handmade Goodies. All right, that's all I have, but we're going to show off what Cheri sent. So she has a fabric remnant bag. The smallest piece is 11 by 5. It goes up from there, and then this is upholstery and cotton. So I'm gonna just do a quick, I'm not gonna show everything, but I'm just gonna kind of give you a peek of just different ones that you will get. Very beautiful, so perfect for journals and pockets and things like that. She put together a beautiful fabric set here. Sometimes we don't want huge amounts. We just want a variety to play with. This would actually last quite a while. I'm always surprised at how long fabric scraps last. They're kind of like paper scraps. Let's see. Whoop. I am losing things. All right. She also has 20 plus assorted fabric ruffles, so different sizes. I'm not going to take it out, but you can see all these stitched fabric ruffles. She has 9 first day issue 1995 stamped envelopes, comic themes. Really cute. So there's 9 in here. 25 book pages. These are all florals. So that's fun. Let's see. She has another one. Florals. Another one, ladies and stuff. So there's ladies and other things in there. Then we have a sewing and stuff kit. So you get a linen napkin. Let's see here. 6 fabric pieces, 8 book pages, and 3 pattern pieces. Beautiful. Oh, there's your pattern. Right in there. If you're working on a sewing journal, this would give you a lot to work with. Well, this is cute. The Mysterious Case of Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. Ah! Look at all these vintage pages. Looks like it might be craft condition. 1 or 2 things might be ripped out, but there's a lot in here. We have some assorted playing cards, 2 sets. It's just different playing cards that you can use. Super fun. It looks like she may have sent a journal. Let's see. Look at how pretty. It's a Reader's Digest from 1980. Look at how pretty. Wallpaper. So pretty. Just her sweet and subtle style. All different kinds of pages and book pages. Little flip. Love those owls. So pretty. So the supplies will be in the Marketplace supplies, and the journals will just be in the Marketplace. Gorgeous. Very, very pretty. Look at those florals. So pretty. I know Reader's Digest covers are extremely popular. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have a roll of player piano paper. Look at that. I am not going to unroll this. This is 67, which I don't know if that's 1867 or 1967, but probably player pianos, I would think, were the 1800s more? I don't know. Go. Gentle on My Mind, played by Dick Watson. Looking in here. From Pennsylvania. I'm guessing it's the 1960s, but I don't know. Really pretty player roll. Let's see what else she sent. Look at how pretty this is. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. 8 fabric pieces. So she made a pouch, and then there's 12 by 18 size fabric. Look at how gorgeous. Wow, those butterflies. And then, of course, you have a reusable pouch to hold whatever you want, or maybe even make a little journal to put inside of it. You even have that piece of lace that you can use for a closure on a journal. And then we have napkins for decoupage, assorted napkins. So I hope that you enjoyed this. There was a lot to look at, a lot of fun. I will see you all tomorrow in another video. We're going to have more fun. I think it'll be Tammy, Diana, and Sasha, I believe. We'll have supplies from all of them, and then probably a couple challenge journals. I will see you all then. I hope you have a wonderful day.